Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Fate Stay Night Remastered. Und ja, wir sind ja, stimmt, Shiro hat ja was jetzt von dem Mord an der Kreuzung mitbekommen. Zumindest als er mit Dings geredet hat, mit Ryodo. Ryodo? Ja, Ryodo. Und er hat von den Ausartungen von Shinji auch gehört, mal wieder. Classes end, and it's time to go home. I can't wander around because I've work today. I shouldn't do anything at school. I should head straight to the neighboring town, but maybe the morning's conversation bothered me more than I realized. The next thing I know, I'm at the Kyoto Club. What's that am I thinking? Mitsuzuri said Rin Tosaka frequently visits. Well, that, I hadn't thought of that, but I think it would be a problem if Shinji got violent against Tosaka. Shinji is unstoppable man when he gets mad. Shinji lashing out at Tosaka because she rejects him would be bad. Well, I don't know exactly how, but it would just be bad. Oh, Tosaka not even here. Oh, Tosaka's not even here. Tosaka's nowhere to be found around the dojo. Mitsuzuri vowed for nothing. Yeah? Issei, who I thought I had parted ways with, is standing right next to me. Why are you here, Issei? Don't scare me like that. Well, it's Tosaka. Yet she had a spat with Shinji yesterday, so I wanted to make sure things were okay. But it's none of your business what I do around here. What? Cut class? So she's absent. I see. Wait, Issei, why do you think she cut class? That's not the sort of thing she would ever do. Somehow what Issei is saying irritates me. I may not know Tosaka that well, but I don't think she is a bad person. What would you say, Issei? You know Tosaka is not like that. A secret crush like hell. Don't make assumptions, I'm just worried Shinji is going to stir up some trouble. I am unscathed so far because nothing happened, but Issei, what was that crap you were saying? Yeah, that Tosaka is popular. I haven't heard any bad rumors about her. What part bothers you? You're the one who always wants everyone not to talk about people behind their back. No wonder I sense people watching us. Well, that's a relief. I'm really glad Tosaka's absent today. Yup. Issei, please, can you talk a little quieter? Yet you used words like vixen and minx. I'm pretty sure minx is definitely a derogatory term.
何？褒め言葉だ。メギツネにも妖怪にもいいものはいる。あくまで遠坂を表現する値として採用しただけである。
Ah, you say Lars.
それではな。俺は生徒会室に戻るが、エミヤはバイトだろう。こんなところで道草を食っている暇はなかろう。
Issa leaves calm and composed, perhaps because he felt satisfied having said everything he wanted to say. I've known him for 2 years now, but honestly, I still don't get that guy. I ride the bus from school for 20 minutes. Ah, die Szene kommt jetzt. I arrive at Shinto, the neighboring town across the bridge. Oh, it's not even 5 yet. I still have some time. There aren't many part-time jobs in the residential area of Miyama, but there are plenty in Shinto, since it's a developing area. Our school allows students to hold part-time jobs, so I take on simple jobs. I prefer my jobs to be physical and be tougher and shorter they are, the better. I get paid all while training my body, so it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Today I work from 5 to 8 o'clock for a simple loading job. It may just be 3 hours of work, but it feels more like 6 hours since they make you work without 2-minute rest. Which means I need to rest when I have the opportunity, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Working around aimlessly would be a waste of energy, so I decided to rest at the park until it's time. This park is nestled between buildings and it's like a giant plaza full of trees and shrubbery. A park should typically be filled with families and couples during weekends and holidays, but this one is deserted at this hour. In fairness, this place is always desolate, no matter the day or time. This place is the same as always. I sigh in exasperation. The area is unkept, and it's really pretty ugly compared to the places that are properly landscaped and maintained. As if the desolate location had set the mood, the wind itself blows cold and harsh. This place is the remnant of the great catastrophe that happened 10 years ago. It's the very place where I was saved from the brink of death. Why don't they seed some grass here or something? It's a shame to keep it like this. The area is quite large, so if they leveled it, there would be plenty of space to work on the park. I sit down on a bench as I think. With nothing else to do, I stare out over the burnt area to pass the time. I don't remember anything that happened here. The only thing I remember is that it was hot and I couldn't breathe, and that some people died trying to save others. I wonder why that happened. One adult here died because they were trying to save a child from a burning house. Another person was offered all of the available water to extinguish their raw, parched throat, while others in the same situation died. Someone here tried to flee the fire as fast as they could, but the people left behind died. And someone died here because they gave whatever it was that kept them alive to someone they didn't even know. I don't like thinking about that. Just thinking about people trying to help and becoming victims for their trouble makes me angry. It is too much to ask for everyone to be saved and for them to get the happy ending afterward. All I want is to see people peacefully prevail. Why can't that happen? Jupp, und das ist eigentlich unmöglich. That was Kiritsugu's response to the question when a very young me asked it. As a child, I obviously refused to accept that idea. But you saved me, Kiritsugu. I knew you were a magician and you could do anything. I knew you were a champion of justice who wouldn't let anyone suffer, and you did it without asking for any reward. That's why I always believed you managed to save everyone back then. In response to me shouting this at him, Kiritsugu looked more troubled than I had ever seen him, and said something I remember to this day.
助けたものだけなんだよ。当たり前のことだけど、これが正義の味方の定義なんだ。
Yeah, I get that. And now that it's been pointed out, it seems so obvious. Imagine if there was a burglar and some hostages, and the burglar intends to kill the hostages. Under normal circumstances, a majority of hostages would probably die. But if by some miracle all hostages were saved, there's someone who didn't get saved. The burglar, of course, since saving the hostages was done at the cost of his life. The people the champion of justice saves are only those whom the champion of justice deems to save. That's why saving everyone is impossible. Even God can't do that. Ich find's so extrem tiefgründig. Also wirklich so extrem tiefgründig. Especially if it's a natural disaster. No person is able to save everyone and everything. The fire 10 years ago was like that. As someone who was miraculously saved from the incident, it wasn't my place to say anything at this point. But I still don't like it. I don't want anything like that. I don't like the idea that there's a limitation to who can be saved. No matter how impossible it may be, I need to reach out to help. I can't stand to see people around me die, like back then. If the person I know had been there 10 years ago, I would have thrown myself into the fire. But then I would have died, and for nothing. That would have happened for sure. Jeez, I can't even fantasize in my head. Oh crap, I can't believe it's already 5. A bell in the distance rings, shimming 5 o'clock. I get up from the bench and hurry to my part-time job. By the time I'm done working, the sun has long since set. It's a little before 8 o'clock. I finish about 10 minutes earlier because I kind of overworked myself. Maybe it's because I stopped by the park before work. That might have motivated me to push myself harder. At the train station, the night is just getting started. There are a bunch of people milling about and an endless stream of cars on the road. Guess there's no need for me to get something for Fujine. I walk along the path as I gaze up at the lighted building. It's the biggest building in Shinto, so I can't see all the way to the top. As I gaze at the building, enjoying the nighttime scenery, I think I see something bizarre. What is that? I stop and try to look at the very top. I squint, trying to bring what I see into focus, but it's like staring at grains of rice. Oh, was für ein geiles Bild. It looks like someone I know, but I can't think why this girl I know would have a reason to be there. It doesn't seem like she's going to do anything up there, but she's just standing there looking down at the city and the wind ruffles her hair. She doesn't seem to notice me down below. Actually, there's no way she could see me. Even my near-perfect vision, enhanced with magecraft, can barely distinguish what is up there. I'm able to tell she's up there because she is isolated, but there's no way she would be able to pick me out of a crowd on the ground. She's just looking down at the town. It seems like she is looking for something. I can almost feel her sharp gaze even at this distance. I forget how long it has been, but I continue to look up at the girl standing in the void. She stands at the top of a high tower. She's like a magician, looking down at the surface world with the bright moon shining bright behind her. Oh, and then she disappears, apparently done with whatever brought her up there. The rooftop stands empty, and the scenery returns back to nothing more than the beautiful night sky. Was that Tosaka up there? I can't be sure, but I'm probably right about who it was at least. There aren't many girls I know who stand out like her, and besides I'm not so out of it, I would fail to notice a girl I secretly admire. Yeah. Tosaka has such a weird way of spending her time. Ja, du bist auch nicht besser, Junge, also. Unlike Shinto, there is no sign of people anywhere in Miyama. There's nobody around after 8 at night, and the town is silent and still. The house I saw this morning stands across the intersection. There are no signs of life, and a no trespassing sign hangs over the front door. In just a single day the house has fallen quiet, almost like an abandoned building. A girl and her parents were killed by a burglar. I wonder what life awaits now for the single child who survived. I bit my lip, frustrated by my powerlessness. I promised I would be just like Kiritsugu, but I couldn't do anything, even when something like this happens so close to home. I want to help people, but I don't even know what I can do. I reach the top of the hill where my house sits. The lights are on, so Fujini and Sakura are still inside. I'm home. Oh, it's you, Fujini. Ich mag ihre aufgedrehte Art irgendwie. Fujini turns toward me munching on a rice cracker. Ich kann es mir halt so bildlich vorstellen. The TV is tuned to a lively variety, so. Oh, I am home early. I had work until 8, so get off my back about that. So where's Sakura? I see dinner's already prepared. Fujini cheerfully replies. As far as she is concerned, anyone who makes her food is a good person. I see, that is probably a good thing for now, but it has been dangerous lately, so maybe I will take over making dinner until the new school term starts. Oh Mann. Kannst du nicht... Ja, couldn't you just eat at home? Fujini tilts and puzzled. Honestly, I'm not sure if a response like that should make me happy or sad. She is fine, I know it's pointless asking you to make dinner. By the way, what's that you've got there? You didn't bring over more junk, did you? Fujini has a tendency to leave a bunch of junk here. She will bring stuff like bowls from restaurants that are too big to be functional, an unnecessary heavy earthen teapot, or a weird guitar that plays it safe. She must think this place is convenient storage or something. Show it to me, I'm going to toss it if it's trash. Ah, ich erinnere mich. Fujini hands me the poster. It's probably a poster of some no-name singer. Let's see. I knew it. It's a poster of a young man wearing a military uniform smiling with his thumbs up, all in front of a cheap-looking blue sky background. The caption on the poster is in bloody font. Love is lovely Rangerland. Wow. Come to the self-defense meetup. Okay. Hey, this is a recruitment poster for a youth group. I don't want this either. I quickly roll the poster back up and try to whack Fujini on the head with it. However, Fujini counters mercilessly with another poster she had been holding. Not conk. Her poster sword bobs me lightly. Yeah. Stars, I see stars. Oof, that's not the issue here. How the hell does a paper poster make a sound like that? Did you manage some sort of technique only a true poster master can execute? Fujini, you're going to end up killing someone on one of these days. Yeah, not a chance. I'm not wearing a natural born killer. You would be then unaware of your actions. Pray that I survive. I will have to be very careful from now on if I'm going to have any hope of avoiding being murdered. Fujini gets up. What's up with Fujini? She must be really hungry if she's offering to help, even if it just helps setting the table. Fine, then you take out the plates and bowls. You can at least scoop the rice into bowls, right? That shouldn't be a problem. Sakura's not here today, so we will definitely have leftovers. Fujini scoops mounds of rice into the 2 large bowls. Whatever, I was going to go for a second helping anyway, and if I meddle in what Fujini does now, we may really not have any dinner. Besides, this is the kind of chaotic scene dinner at my home has been for years. Another day ends. We finish our rowdy dinner, and after I see off Fujini, I take a bath. After that, I head to the shed for my daily training. I complete it as usual and then go to sleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Today ends peacefully and without incident. Es ist jetzt 1 Uhr nachts. Wenn um 6 Uhr anfängt, das Essen zu machen, beziehungsweise mit dem Essen fertig ist, das heißt, dass er wahrscheinlich schon so gegen gut 5 Uhr aufsteht. Das sind 4 Stunden Schlaf, das ist nicht gesund. Das ist ganz und gar nicht gesund. Also ich könnte es nicht. Ich würde dabei kaputt gehen. Jupp. Safe Game. Oh, sorry. Rain. Nächster Tag. Tag 3. Long day, long night. I am in a fire. Houses crumble and people burn. No matter where I go, all I see is crimson. This is what I saw 10 years ago. It's a long forgotten memory of the past. I run through the scenery, recreating what happened. I know it's a nightmare, but there's nowhere to escape. I run and run, I keep running. Every time the scene ends with me as a child running out of energy and getting rescued. I wake up feeling wrong. A hand to my forehead tells me I'm sweating even though it's winter. Oh, it's late. The clock reads past 6. I hear the soft sounds of chopping from the kitchen. Sakura's early again. Not really the time to be impressed. Also past 6, das sind trotzdem keine 6 Stunden, die er geschlafen hat. Das sind 5 Stunden maximal irgendwas. Not really time to be impressed by what an early riser she is. I need to hurry up and get ready since I can help her with breakfast.
Shiro, 今日どうするのよ? 土曜日だから午後はアルバイト?
No, not today. I might help Issei out. Why do you ask?
別に暇だったら道場の方に遊びに来てくんないかなって。私今月ピンチなのだ。
A bind? Why?
お財布事情がピンチなの。誰かがお弁当作ってくれると嬉しいんだけどな。
Oof. Yeah, not happening. It's your mess. You can afford to miss a meal or two.
で、シロには期待してないもん。私が頼りにしてるのはさくらちゃんだけなんだから。ね、さくらちゃん。
Oh man.
はい。私と同じものでよろしければ用意しておきますね、先生。
Oh man.
オッケーオッケー。じゃあ今日は一緒にお昼を食べましょう。
Man muss bedenken, Sakura ist eine Schülerin. Taiga ist eine Lehrerin. Die Schülerin macht der Lehrerin das Essen und die essen dann zusammen. Oh, Mann. Breakfast goes smoothly. Today's menu includes the typical sides. In the main dish is braised lotus root, konnyaku, and chicken. Sakura probably didn't need to make such an elaborate dish for breakfast, but I'm guessing she made extras to pack for lunch. Sakura is a member of the Kyoto Club and Fujini is the club's faculty advisor. Nobody would think it was weird for them, for the two of them to have the same lunch. Naja. Fujini looks my way as she sips her miso soup. As much as she thinks as she's just kind out there most of the time, she's pretty sharp about this kind of thing. Had to dream about the past and woke up feeling crappy, that's it. It's not an interesting topic for Fujini, so she shifts the conversation in another direction. That doesn't bother me one bit. 10 years ago, I used to have nightmares a lot, back when I couldn't shake the memory of that fire. But as time went on, those nightmares grew less and less frequent, and I have gotten to the point where the dreams don't bother me anymore. I've been told my nightmares were pretty bad back then, though Fujini I was already with us by then, and she has been sensitive about changes in me since. Nope, I'm fine, so quit using my dream as an excuse to try stealing my food. Right back at you. Since I'm basically your younger brother, I kind of wish you would end up more delicate and sweet yourself. We both huff and turn our heads away from each other. Seeing that as a sign that I'm fine, Fujini smiles in relief. Honestly, I appreciate her consideration. But I know she will get an ego about it if I say it directly, so I pretend to grunt in protest instead. Sakura looks puzzled by our interaction. Oh, wie süß. Ich finde ihre Blicke so knuffig. Soon after Fujini leaves, I look up and Sakura and I leave as well. That's fine. Besides, it is the weekend. I bet you have friends to hang out with, so don't worry about me. No. Anders gesagt, nein, ich habe keine Freunde, bild dir bloß nichts ein. Du stehst für mich an oberster Stelle. Das ist ungefähr das, was sie sagt. Ich bin ein gutes Mädchen. What? Sakura is acting suspicious, or rather, she seems nervous. I don't know why, but it's probably just that she can't come over the weekend. Got it. I will go to the dojo if I need anything. Sakura sighs in relief. But the moment Sakura lowers her gaze, her expression stiffens. Sakura is staring at my left hand. I look down to see blood trickling from it. Huh? I pull out my shirt sleeve. Yup, blood. The hell, did I cut myself with something last night? But I don't feel any pain. It looks like there's a weight on my hand. The bruise stretches all the way from my shirt to the back of my hand. It looks like a snake that's trying to reach my palm from the top of my shoulder. Well, it doesn't hurt, I'm sure it will go away soon. I don't think it's anything to worry about. The sight of the blood probably made Sakura sick, since she's keeping her head down. Nee, es hat nichts damit zu tun. So. Ich würde sagen, an dem Punkt beende ich dann jetzt nochmal die Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.